We are back on.
All right.
Or at least Facebook.
All right, we're back up, and power outage for a quick second there, lost to internet there. We hope everything is working correctly.
We got to check the battery back up.
It could be we did a computer switch, and we'll find that.
Well, we worked through it. We needed one of them little icons that says we'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll work on that. Sorry about that as we get this day underway here. Doing our best to get going there. So I think we're up and rolling again. All right, we'll roll on here for what we got. What we were talking about before we went to, got interrupted there with that disconnection. We had someone go to the hospital that was taken by the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. They followed with this. We had someone commit suicide over the weekend, and they have passed away, and that's what the ruckus over that, all that was. And we pass along condolences to the family. What a horrible matter this is. And from the bottom of our hearts, we pass along condolences. Now, we also had reports, nothing was hit, gunfire late Friday night on Jeff Davis Road. Nothing was hit, but there were reports. Because I got a lot of calls that said, why are sheriff's deputies in the neighborhood? And I did contact Chief Deputy Ward Calhoun, and he responded. Yeah. There was reports of it, but they did not find anything that was hit. So that's where we were.
Well, that's good. And I got a condolence that Christy Jackson, who works with the county, works in Road and Bridge, does their purchasing. Her mother, Donna Huffmaster White, passed away a couple days ago, and I just want to say, sorry to hear the news. Sorry to get that. My prayers are with you and your family, and hate that you're having to go through this at this time. But just know that we out here, we love you, and we're praying for you.
Absolutely. So keep them in mind also. Let's see here. We had a lot of entertainment over the weekend as we take a look. Songwriters, Temple Theater.
Yeah.
As we go there to take a quick look. This is live from the stage of the Temple. Of course, you'll see Scott McQuaig there sitting up there as they talk about the songs that they've written. Had a lot of entertainment in town for the big event. Hope you had a chance to go see that, because it was fun as we look at that. Temple Theater, the sidewalk there. And here are the ladies that came in to visit us last week.
Yeah.
That's absolutely gorgeous. And we do appreciate everyone joining us there.
And helping out with the Temple Theater and getting it back to its once glorious state.
Yes.
It's a beautiful facility. The acoustics in there is not matched by anything anywhere else. You really don't need a whole lot of microphones and speakers to get out. It's just a nice place that we need to keep.
Absolutely. Now, another thing that went on was out. We had a lot of fire departments here. Let's go out to Faith Baptist. This was to raise money for some kids as we go to Faith Baptist Church. Look at here what we had here. This is just absolutely gorgeous as we glance around here of everything that went on. Booths. We had a bunch of cars that were also there. And singing, I did miss Brick Gully.
Did he sing out there?
He did, and I arrived, and they had just finished as I got there.
Man, I like to hear old Britt sing.
Yeah, it just tons of people. Look at the cars. It was a load of fun. I hope you had a chance to swing by and see what all the action was as they go. I hadn't seen many old Impalas. As you'll see that station wagon.
Bring back some old memories.
It does. Do you ever drive you a station wagon?
I did. 1978 Oldsmobile, wood grain sided. Oh. It wasn't green like the vacationing was, but it was brown.
No comment there. And of course, Bailey was out and about also there with the fire truck, showing everybody how the fire trucks work. And let me just say, the sirens are loud.
They will. Well, there's some people that get in front of you going, well, I just don't know what to do. Always move over to the right. And those sirens are loud, but some people still don't hear.
It caught me off guard out there.
You don't need an awful lot of ticker exercises, do you?
Ooh, no, I do not. We'll talk about the ticker exercises in a minute. 7:29, Scotty Ray, Odie. Good morning. We'll be right back. Dr. John Line and Dr. Jennifer Dooley have expanded their services when Dr. Cook retired last year. Advanced Vision Center is located on the 5th floor of Anderson's Medical Tower. Now, they bring experience in the most advanced technology to the Meridian area, whether it's your first off that exam. And all of your text messages are blurry now. Advanced Vision Center knows how important your eyes are to you. After all, they are your windows to the world. Call today for an appointment. 601-553-2100.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
I'm Chris Bullock, and
You've heard us talking about what goes on at MCC and, well, changing your life. They can do that.
Yeah, and talking about somebody that wants to get a degree in something that's going to help you forever and help everybody in your community, and that's a nurse. And talk about somebody that runs a hospital, that's a nurse. They do a lot of work. They work with the doctors, but the nurse is the one who's really going to take care of you while you're in there. And we have one of the best nurse programs there is in the Southeast United States, and it's right here at MCC.
It is. Drop in, and with this, it really is. You help so many people. Nurses, thank goodness for them. I'm telling you, they're great. Drop in and visit. They got a great nursing program there, and so many go through this, and it is with one of our biggest industries, if not the biggest in the Meridian area.
Well, we've got a population, city and county. We got a population of 73,000 people,
something like that,
and we had 3. One got bought out. We have 2 major hospitals. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of cities that's 4 times our size that don't even have one.
That's right.
So healthcare is huge around here. And you can get your start right here at MCC at the one and only college.
484-8728 is the number to MCC. Talk to them today and let them tell you more about what goes on. All about that. All right, let's take a step back in time, Odie, as we go and see what happened on this day in history.
Oh, boy.
Now, this almost sounds like forever ago. 1916. Doesn't it sound weird to say that now?
Just about anything with a 19 in front of it.
Oh, wow.
I hate it when they say, "What's your birthday?"
Remember Glenn Ford? Played in a lot of those Westerns you watched there. It's his birthday, or it would have been his birthday there. Glenn Ford. Always a great cowboy actor. And he was really noted for playing the simple kind of characters. Everyday Joes.
Fill in, yeah.
Yeah. 1926, this will be the first time this happened. If you've ever watched The Men Who Built America, you ever watched any of those series?
Yes, and it's
interesting, isn't it?
It's real interesting. And what Ford did that we're still doing today.
Mm-hmm. Started it today. The 40-hour week began.
Insurance. Well, how can I get people to come to work for me? Oh, I'll offer insurance.
Right.
I need to offer vacation. So it was a competition between different companies to get better employees. And that's the same thing we do now. Well, until government steps in and goes, okay, you're going to offer insurance. It's not anymore just a plus to get it. Now it's more of a mandate. You will get it. But
Todd Kemp tells us that Glenn Ford was the fastest gun in Hollywood.
Look at there.
Do you remember the song? And I know Todd Kemp will remember this. And I'm almost right on the 3. Was it the 3 Bells? Jim Ed Brown and the Browns. Do y'all remember that song? Jim Ed and then the little church. What was it that he had? It's on the tip of my tongue as we look at that. Him and Helen Cornelius were a big hit there. I don't want to have to marry you, so I shouldn't go out with you anymore. What a big country hit that was. Truthfully, that was big, Odie.
We're not trying to ignore if anybody's trying to say something. We're not ignoring when we
had an issue there.
had a glitch there. Our remarks have disappeared. So I'm trying to keep up with y'all and.
Yeah, what you come up with? It runs just a bit later on that than it does of what's live on our screens.
But we'll still get with y'all.
We're working on it.
Keaton said hello from Vimville. Good morning. And
now, I'm guilty of this, Odie. I don't know if you've ever done it. 1941, it flopped at the box office because so many people in Hollywood were against it. They got mad at the old boy at Orson Welles who was producing it. But since then, it has become such a national icon of a movie. Did you ever watch Citizen Kane?
I have not.
I have not either.
But maybe that's something we need to look at.
It premiered on this date. But it was big. It is criticized. Chris Christopherson, anybody remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Why me, Lord? What did I ever do? Boy, the rubber duck. He went on to become a major superstar. But during the 70s, he was married to a good-looking old girl. They made headlines. She even appeared with him when he went to be on the Muppets. Chris Christopherson. Anybody remember this name?
Dog.
Rita Coolidge. Now, I have absolutely no idea what she ever sang. I just know that
Me neither.
she sang.
But she wasn't bad to look at.
No. They were kind of like the couple in the 70s there as Chris Christopherson moved along. Now, the next guy, maybe you'd not know his name, but if you ever watched The Fall Guy, which co-starred Heather Locklear.
Oh, yeah.
You remember this guy?
Yeah.
Douglas Barr was born on this date.
Didn't know his name. Knew him from that show that I watched for Heather Locklear.
Yeah.
But
And, as you and I were out this weekend, and I didn't realize this, so we bumped into Randy Harrison. It was so good to see Randy. Hadn't seen him forever. Yeah. And he made the comment. He said, "You ever seen that Fall Guy truck run?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "I painted that." Well, look at there. I didn't realize.
Talk about somebody's got some skill with it, and he's definitely got some good skills, old Randy.
What were you doing in '84? Were you one of those that had to hear this?
Oh, well, of course. I had to go see it.
1984, Ray Parker Jr., he was born in 54, but some few years later, he would have a national hit from a movie, and it was called Ghostbusters.
Who you going to call?
Ray Parker Jr. You could pull up at a red light and hear 5 cars with it on.
Yeah, everybody was playing it.
Yeah.
Could you rewind that? And it was, yeah, it wasn't real easy to rewind then.
1966, I watched a couple of these. Bill Bixby, the guy that used to be the Incredible Hulk, y'all remember him? He also starred in this movie. It would air its last show today. My Favorite Martian ended in 1966, a little bit before my time. So,
yeah. That's Dr. Smith too.
Dr. Smith. What else was he in?
He played the evil crazy doctor in the Robinsons.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that, Odie.
You didn't watch that?
We
With
didn't
the
get
robot and you remember the Robinsons that went off into space?
We didn't get that channel. Y'all must have been satellite people.
Surely, no.
We didn't get that one.
I got my cheapness from my genes. Daddy didn't. He wasn't gonna get one of them satellite. If we didn't get it on them rabbit ears with or without tinfoil, we didn't get it.
That was us. 1967. I remember on my honeymoon was the first time I would get to visit this. Me and Angie loaded up, went to Nashville, and here it was. I got to go to the Country Music Hall of Fame. 1967 is when it was built. If you've ever been to Nashville, that was big.
Everybody, it's Lost in Space. That's what it was.
Really?
Lost in Space. Yeah.
There was a lot of heartbroken women on this date. 1967 was the year, but this man could walk in a room and women would go flop. Kind of the thing that happens to Odie when he passes through nursing homes.
That's right. They just, come here.
Rockhouse Gun and Pawn is 87. Here it is. Here's the picture. Elvis married Priscilla.
Oh. Wow.
Can you see that? Boy, that was a big day, and it took Elvis off of the market.
Yeah. And
what is surprising, that marriage only lasted about 5 years.
It wasn't long.
Yeah, it wasn't long at all.
But they had one. Didn't have
Lisa Marie.
Just the one, Lisa Marie. Boy, she upset them.
Yep, and then that went south for her not long ago. 1976, I don't know if you'll know this name, Darius McCary. No.
The name is, his real name doesn't mean anything.
Well, it's actually this guy here. He's just standing next to Urkel.
Yeah, well, what's wrong?
I can't. I know he's been in other
and
movies.
I know what Urkel's name is, and now I can't think of y'all.
I'm blank.
Because he does did one of the talent, AGT or something like that.
Really?
He was on there.
Steve Urkel was funny, and everybody had those little suspenders.
Did I do that?
You sound just like him. Now, I have to make a confession. In 1976, I looked at these two guys as hippies. And they would later record a song called An Old Hippie. And that really solidifies that I thought they were hippies. But this was a number one song that crossed all branches. And it would be a little bit later before they would kind of grow up and make a song called You Ain't Just a Whistling Dixie. They become Redneck Girl. Anybody remember that? It was their first big hit, Let Your Love Flow, like a mountain stream. And as you'll see, we showed the hippie picture there on the right there, just so that I could make my point that they were hippies.
What?
Back in the 70s, long hair on a man meant hippie. Nowadays,
It means
you have to
put
say,
it up in a hair in a man bun.
a man bun. You go, who are you identifying today as? Let us know. 1982, if you were standing in a grocery store line, you would see this on the cover of the TV guide. Bo, Luke, and Daisy would be the headline picture.
What a show.
It was good. I think everybody mostly agrees with that. Lady Antebellum, who would change their name to be politically correct to Lady A, the lead singer. And if I'm not mistaken, somebody correct me, this is Linda Davis's daughter, the lead singer on this. Hillary Scott was born on this date.
Well, there is a resemblance there. I can see that.
So she would be the one that never had a hit that done a duet with Reba. Do you love him? Does he love me? Yeah, her. Yeah.
Well,
She tried.
Anybody that does any kind of a song with a Reba's going to have a hit for that one, just for being with Reba.
We just got to go talk to Holly. She got to hang out with Reba on that last show there, didn't she? Woo.
Oh, and that comes on tonight.
Sure does.
On Fox, right here. You can watch it tonight. Look at the times, I think 7 p.m. The Voice, our very own Holly Brand from right here in Meridian. So watch that.
Back in 08, and I hate to even say the word 08 because it makes it seem forever ago, Alan Jackson would have the number one song today. Anybody remember Small Town Southern Man? Boy, one of my favorite songs there. I really like that. So if you're a big Alan fan, remember that. I only know this because sitting at red lights, it was really loud in cars next to me. I would have known the song, but do you know? I'm sure Odie does.
Yeah.
Odie does.
Yeah. I like the Uptown Funk.
It mentioned Jackson, Mississippi, and others, but they had to go ahead and give credit to like everybody and their brother who helped write this, and they may have taken some lyrics from another song, and they gave credit to the Gap Band. That's that guy,
Well,
and the only reason I know his name was it was on one of those Super Bowls that I sat there and went, that ain't country. I was like those two old men in Hank Jr.'s video, that ain't country. And it wasn't. Bruno Mars, I'm not sure what he sings other than Uptown Funk.
He's got a bunch of stuff out there.
does.
A lot of his. I'd say about half and half. I listen to half of it, and I don't listen to the other half. Amy loves to dance, so I've got to listen to it so I can dance to make her happy.
Newlyweds. 3 years from now, you'll go get it yourself. We all know that happens after the wedding cake.
Dance somebody.
After the wedding cake gets stale, you got to go fetch it yourself. 1999, SpongeBob premiered today. Is that one of your favorite shows?
Well, it was one of those that I had to watch.
Okay. Yeah,
But-
kids.
Yeah, but he enjoyed it, and there was some of them you had to sit there and just laugh. You know.
You did. Let's go back for this was one of the best movies I've seen. Gladiator premiered today.
That was a good movie.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah, Russell's a good actor.
He is.
Very good, well-to-do show.
And last but not least, I've got one thing out of order of the year that happened. The same year that Elvis was getting married, this old boy would get born over in Louisiana over maybe what do they call those? One-night stands.
Oh.
Tim McGraw was
Tim
born.
McGraw.
He would find out later that his daddy was a famous football player. No, baseball player. Had to remember there for a second.
Tim McGraw.
Maybe you've heard the song by Paul Thorne, Buckskin Jones' illegitimate son. Kind of really fits Tim McGraw.
Right up his alley.
My mama was starstruck.
That's probably, his music's probably too new for Greg to
listen to.
Yeah.
The Cowboy and Me. He had a bunch of big hits. Indian Outlaw in the beginning. And, of course, there was, as anything, a controversy sometimes makes you a star. There was, when that song come out, it was a little controversy there of the American Indians going, whoa, wait a minute. It made headlines with that. And then the master hit that took him on was Don't Take the Girl, that put Tim McGraw in the spotlight, and everybody knew who he was after that. But it would take Tim McGraw to make Kenny Chesney a star, all about stealing a horse and getting arrested. That's what put Kenny Chesney on the map. Don't forget it. Scotty Ray at Odie, good morning.
Your next Maytag or Whirlpool appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigerator. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, stop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers, a showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator, from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen and Amana. And delivery is available with a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, and by appointment after hours and weekends.
Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Have you been hurt on the job? Call Will Parker. Get the help you deserve. Call Will Parker. Know your rights when it comes to the workplace injuries. Call Will Parker. Call or go online at parkerfirm.net. Call your Meridian lawyer, Will Parker.
And welcome back, as we were trying to discuss what caused our little, like live. We were discussing why we had that little blink a while ago when everything's on battery backup. We talk about our friends over at, Snowden and Company. They do so much in taking care of homes. Have you listed yours yet? If you're going to, visit with our friends there. They do so much to help you behind the scenes before and after a sale. You want the most money for your home? Talk to them. Amanda will walk you through this. Clark, Newton, Show, even all the way toward Jackson as you get into this. Brandon, Flowood, they handle homes there if you're looking for a home. And Enterprise School District, so many people want there. The West Lauderdale area, maybe it's Clarkdale you want. They have the area. Here's a West Lauderdale home. It just goes on and on. Homes on Newton County Martin Road. Maybe it's just land. Talk to them. Snowden Company. You'll see these signs all over town. See Amanda or any of her friendly staff. Visit with them today, and they'll help you out. 601-453-3937 is the number to call there, Odie, to take care of anything that's going on. Let's see what else is going on. Well, we call it Betsy. Let's just go ahead here and get this where everybody can take a look here. Let's go to West Lauderdale Elementary School on, I think this was Friday.
This was Friday. Right when we were signing off.
Yep, we got word.
I was waiting for somebody to pop out the passenger side with a lasso or something.
As we go, the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department was busy. Here's Bessie. You hear the kids in the background there as they cheer on for Betsy to make the run there.
Don't get arrested.
That was fun. The kids truly enjoyed seeing the cow. There's no doubt there.
I bet that cow was going, I know my rights. You can't stop me.
Oh, that's funny. Now, as we have mentioned, I mentioned cows this morning. We're out near Wyandotte, Causeyville Road, 19 South. We had an accident over the weekend. Newton County, as we would find that someone bumped into a cow. It was pretty rough there. 2 cars bumped into a cow that was there on near Morgan Field Road at Highway 80. Mississippi Highway Patrol had to come out to help deputies deal with that. And then also early this morning, Highway 21, Kemper County, just west of Linville, it would happen again as we would have someone else bump into a cow there. Cow versus that. Drive careful. I guess it's springtime and the grass is greener. Is that it?
Well, I'm not the cow whisperer, but
Cow whisperer.
either the grass is so much greener on the other side, or y'all have some hay that's just not cutting it. Somebody got some bad hay that these cows don't like. They said they're tired of eating them because this is an awful lot of cows that's getting out all over the place.
Now, we don't know who does the how they do the drawing there, of who's going to break the fence and go, look, it's going to hurt just a little bit, but it's for the betterment of the herd.
Take one for the team.
You go run through that fence.
I'll get it next time.
Boy,
Oh, poor Barry and half his herd got out that last time.
boy, bless his heart. I got a chance to talk to Barry there.
Yeah.
Almost had him a date. He just forgot to call her. Can you
We're
believe
gonna
that?
get it. Well, he's probably chasing half his herd, and it takes a lot. And you got to round up one cow.
It's tough.
It's tough.
So Barry White was supposed to call you, and he didn't. He was chasing his cows.
Cow. Yeah.
Let me back
cow.
up on
It was
that.
just half of his herd, wasn't the whole thing.
Do you remember that song called Cow Patty? Yippee-yi-yay,
Yeah.
Cow
Cow
Patty.
Patty.
Nobody
Well,
else.
that's his theme song.
We'll leave it at that.
He doesn't have enough to make cow patties.
You're right. He does it. Let's go west and somber the moment for just a moment. We had an accident near the roadside park late Friday. As we would get word of the accident, the word came out that a person had been ejected from the vehicle. We would later learn, Odie, that person that was ejected there was eastbound coming toward Meridian, would lose their life in this accident that happened there. So condolences to the family there. What happened if you came along Friday night, coming back into Meridian from Jackson around where the roadside park was, that's what was going on in that area.
Definitely prayers for everybody involved there.
As we go to Marion, well, I called the chief of police yesterday. I said, what are y'all doing out there? And he goes, whoop, that was not a head-on. I know it looked like it. But it looks worse than it actually was. There were some small injuries involved with this. But let's go to Marion. Look at that. Here's a car off in the ditch. Here's one here. And that does look like a head-on.
It does.
As you'll see the black marks there as it hit and bounced the car back. And apparently, sun was out. Somehow or another, they kind of sideswiped there. It could have been much worse than that, but it did block traffic for an hour or so there as they got everything cleaned up there in Marion, taking care of things.
I like old Chief Randall Davis. Now, that's my buddy.
Yeah, he's a good fellow there, isn't he?
I love him to death. He's a good one.
We got more accidents and things that went on over the weekend. It's not over yet. We'll be right back to tell you a little bit more.
My mama said I need a truck because this lawnmower's the devil.
Buddy, we can do it!
Need a truck?
We can do it!
Need a van?
We can do it!
Need an SUV?
Buddy, we can do it!
Need some luxury? We've got you there too.
We can do it!
At Interstate Auto, we can do it.
Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. Jackson Flowers has been a part of the Meridian area for a little over 60 years now. Now, they've moved to a new location on Highway 19 North, just 2 miles north of Walmart. You could be looking for that perfect thinking of you gift. Or maybe it's just a happy you need, whether live or artificial, no matter what the need is in your family. Whether it's a birth to your time of need, Jackson Flowers is there for you. Drop in and visit with them again. Highway 19 North, just 2 miles north of Walmart. Jackson Flowers, for all your needs. Well, let's talk about our friend Chet. What do you see? Well, when you see this sign, it means quality work.
That's right. And he's been doing this long enough. It's what he's done his whole life. Did this as a hobby.
Yeah.
And when you can turn your hobby into a way of life, you're doing something good. And you bring in a car, it doesn't matter if you hit a cow, a telephone pole, or another vehicle, When you get it out from Chet's paint and body, it's going to look brand new, just like it did when it come off the showroom floor.
Quality Works, what they do, and it's a handshake. It's all about that. It's word. And Chet will give you that, and I promise you, if Chet tells you something, it's the gospel. That's the way he is, a man of his word. 737-2961 is the number to call. You'll find them there in Center Hill. Drop in today and visit with them.
That's right.
Now, as I mentioned, we had a few more fender benders over the weekend. We had a hydroplane accident over the weekend also, as the Mississippi Highway Patrol had to go out and handle this and fish somebody out there in the medium at mile marker 117. I think that was a new Mercedes-Benz that went off up in there.
Well, Cooter got him a good car.
Cooter got him one.
Man.
I wouldn't want to do that. Now, we had another accident as we go to Highway 19 over the weekend. This would be right at 491 is where this would happen here. Let me show you the picture
Just
here.
right inside Newton County.
Yeah, right there, barely across the line. As we look at the Mississippi Highway Patrol, they were on scene. There we go, and we'll play just a little bit of this clip here as you come up on this. Right there is where the accident happened there. It's right around Clay's place. No serious injuries, but another one of those wrecks that happened there. As we look at that, and of course there's that scene. If I didn't play that, I'm unsure if I put that up on the screen or not. But accidents happen all the time. Bless their hearts. I'm glad everybody was okay. Now, Friday afternoon, I spoke with the High Sheriff. That'd be Eric Clark and up in Neshoba County. Highway 16 was shut down for about 2 to 3 hours. A 4-car pileup happened as we go there to take a look here. This is 16 there. They were doing construction work, Odie, and the next thing you know, as you'll see there, that car's tore up, that car's tore. It goes on and on. No major injuries, but the Highway Patrol had to come in, and there were so many cars, it just shut it all down.
And it's sometimes it's easier to work when you just shut it down. It's a little bit safer. Let's clean some of this up and open it back up and get it going. Because that's a heavily traveled road.
Yeah, a lot of it there. Let's see here.
We've had a few of them say it's hard. It's really hard because a man doesn't do a whole lot of looking and talking and shifting all at the same time. And now
that's true. That's
having
true.
to look at all this, it slows a good man down.
We mentioned the power outage that happened in Collinsville over the weekend, and people were going, why is my power out? Let me show you where this was. This was back in the sticks. This is where all of this went on. Way back in here. This is what it took so many hours. You had to track in there to it. You couldn't drive trucks. A broke pole, lines were down, and it caused everybody to be without power. A little over 3,000 people without power there as we were heading into that.
And we've had a lot of rain over the weekend, so muddy area and hard to get in, hard to get out. They did a good job getting that done. Just say thank you to the linemen who worked so hard to get our power back on for us.
Don't forget Wings and Tails coming up tomorrow out at the airport.
At Key Brothers.
Right. So that's one of the things there.
Yeah.
And Odie, we're warming up on 50 and the time is gone.
I mean, here it is again. The hour's gone. We're going to work on some battery backup. 23 hours from now, we'll be back with you to bring you Tuesday morning in. We love you. Thank you for spending your mornings with us, and have a wonderful day.
All right. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: